Welcome to VKIND Connects. I'm your host, Shabnam Islam. It's a new year and we're celebrating Veganuary all month long with an extra special set of VKIND Connects interviews, highlighting our VKIND community, asking them why they went vegan and how it's changed their lives. Our special guest today is Sheila Jones, all the way from Arkansas. Sheila, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, Arkansas and veganism, it's not something that I would think goes hand in hand, huh? Can,
Not so
can
much.
so how long have you lived there in Arkansas?
I've been here for almost 20 years.
Wow. Okay. So
Yes.
tell us about how veganism entered your lifestyle.
So I have been vegetarian for many, many years, almost 2 decades. And all of a sudden, a coworker just starts talking about veganism. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And she explained it to me. She was vegan for a few months and she stopped, which I didn't understand that much. And I went full on. I mean, I'm all about the animals, and if there's no cruelty, I am happy. And I know that's not a perfect world, but so I went to find out what is this about. And I realized that a lot of the things that were making me sick, like skin issues and digestion problems and a lot of chronic problems I had my whole life, was basically because of the foods I was eating. And once I started switching and realizing that, oh my goodness, this was such a simple fix, I never looked back. I just kept increasing the knowledge and trying out foods that I never heard about before. And I just feel amazing. It's
And and
wonderful.
and working in the health field is something that's not new to you. You are a healthcare practitioner. You've been a PT assistant for quite some time. So tell us how it was like to kind of have that aha moment because you're a longtime vegetarian as well. Um, what really instilled the shift from vegetarianism, which I think you led with kindness, even in that lifestyle, right? To
Right.
really being like, oh, maybe this isn't as kind as I thought it was.
Right. Well, being vegetarian, all I knew is that, okay, there's the protein factor. What do you have for protein? Because that's all everybody wants to know, which they don't talk about fiber, but that's okay. Um, and I was heavily on cheese on the pasta, cheese for sandwich, and cheese here, cheese there, and just a lot of dairy. And my stomach does not like that, well, most of us. And that was really tough on me. And I was seriously sick a lot. So when I heard about the veganism and just like, what? So I don't need to have cheese? All right. Where's the protein? So knowing all these health problems that everybody has, different health problems, and me also working as a health practitioner, but at the same time having my own little things, I realized that there is such an amazing field to just dig in, just try a little bit and see what can I do for my own body to feel better about. And it's just such a it's a beautiful story and a beautiful road into the knowledge of your own body, the knowledge of your own things, that because what's working for me may not work for you.
That's right.
So that there are all kinds of different things that we can try out, like I love this, or nah,
Yeah.
that's not for me. So
But
it
I think when you go plant based, you have a greater capacity to experiment, right? And go, oh, I like this. Oh, this is a new root, or this is a new flower, or this is a new fruit that I've never seen before. You're willing to experiment because your palate needs so much diverse flora and bacteria and food process and to get our proteins, our amino acids. But the thing I want to ask you, Sheila, is because I would call you, vegetarian, a cheeseaholic, right? So for all of our other cheeseaholics out there that haven't made that shift to plant based lifestyle, and they're concerned, like, oh my God, am I going to miss it? What do I do if I want it? What suggestions do you have for them?
Well, this is something I've been doing a lot. I think the key is looking at your plate and looking for the colors. Do you have most of the colors on that one plate? This is one part of it. The other part is no one, unless you have a nutritionist on board at all times, will have a perfect balanced one meal at every single time. So you may have a balanced meal that would be morning, afternoon, dinner. So now you had a whole day, your day was balanced, but that you don't need to have just one balanced meal. So it's okay if sometimes you don't have enough protein or you don't have enough fiber. But during the day, did you have what your body needed? And if you didn't have it today, can you try tomorrow? So it's just if we are easier on ourselves just for trying out and just like, let me try to do a little bit better and listen to the body because the body will tell us. They always tell us.
You just
And
have to listen.
exactly. Be willing to listen to your body.
I
Just
love this story because you really initially started for health, right? You made this
mhm.
transition to veganism because you're like, I want to feel better. I want to feel like this. But has your why changed now that you've become a vegan?
I think I'm so much happier.
Yeah.
I'm not only healthier for sure, absolutely. I'm in my 50s and for sure I'm healthier than in my 20s, my
Yeah.
early 20s. So that's a big deal, right?
It's a huge
Uh,
deal, it's something that as a professor I see with my students who are in their young 20s. They should be vibrant and thriving and bouncing off the walls with energy, and a lot of them are lethargic and tired and very foggy cognitively, and it is because of the foods that they're eating, what they're being fed
Absolutely.
to be sick. And we are not creating a community of future generations that are thriving. We're not.
No, no, absolutely not.
And I think that what I love about you, Sheila, is that you've worked in healthcare for so long, but now after you've transitioned to veganism, you're really starting to think about a shift in career,
Yes,
possibly, right?
absolutely. Absolutely. So, with all the knowledge that I developed, and it's just so much research, so many years of research between the my PT assistant career, and I'm still working at a hospital part time, and then I have the healthier con Sheila, which is Sheila, um, as a health coach. I have this need in me to teach people, to instruct people, to there's it's just so easy and it feels so good. I'm so much happier. It is I can't just keep it to myself. I have to have more people follow the veganism or plant-based, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes what I feel is that when you say the word vegan, people immediately like, I don't want to talk to
Of
you.
course. Of course.
And this is something that I don't want to fight people. I don't
Right.
like this kind of I try my best not to go into the I don't care what they're eating. I don't look at their plates. I'm doing my own thing. But if you are sick, if you have anxiety, probably because of the foods you eat, you have depression, also because of the foods that you eat, you don't feel good, you're not happy. Why you're not happy when you have everything around you? What is missing is the feel. The feel is so poor quality that your body is not moving. It doesn't have strength.
Yeah. I mean, Hippocrates said it best, and we're talking about eons ago. Let food be thy medicine, let medicine be thy food. And if we choose a palate that is not only healthy for us and kind to us, it is always kinder to others. And I don't know why people wouldn't want to make that choice. And it's hard because when you're so plugged into the matrix, when you've had that consistent culture, repetitive culture teach you generation after generation, this is food, this is a pet, this is what you eat, this is what you wear. It's hard to break that cycle and that system, and it does require people like you to be living proof that no matter where you are in age and time, you can always change.
Absolutely. And it's so
Mhm.
easy to.
And that's the thing with behavior change, right? People, it's the fear that keeps people in the same space. And so, thank you for making veganism inviting, plant based food exciting, and sharing your story with us, Sheila, because that wraps up this episode of VKIND Connects with Sheila Jones. So, watch this episode and many, many more. Go to www.vkindconnects.com. And thank you so much for your time, Sheila.
Thank you.